Let's have a look at the Kneeboard editor, which has gone through a couple of changes recently, and I think there's a lot of value to unlock if you know how to use the editor. This is current as of version 10.13, which you can tell because now we can show more than 2 pages. Here I have a checklist of 6 pages, and I'm going to use the editor on that page. So editor is this button in the upper right corner, page editor. When you click the page editor, regardless of how many pages you have in your template, it will only use 2 pages at a time, but you can navigate. So you can put any 2 pages, based on what you want to select. And if you go top to bottom, you have the page name on top, just for reference. There is a copy button, which allows you to copy whatever is on the left to the right. Um, this will overwrite the page on the right, so you have to confirm, and just make sure you save whatever you had on the right if you want to reuse that down the road. There is a swapping feature, which is, take whatever is on one side, flip it on the other side. Copy to left, copy right to left. It's pretty self-explicit. And insert new page is basically going to insert a page right in between. So the result is you will have a page 2, which is now a page selection, which you can put whatever you want. And if you move to page 3, you now have what you had in page 2 before. Still scrolling down, copy paste is straightforward. It's good to move pages if you don't want to swap, but you want to move page around. Even pages between templates, you can copy a page in one template and paste that in another template. So you basically, uh, let's copy that page 1. I'm going to insert something here, and I'm going to paste my page 1 here. So there you go. I should now have a page 1 and page 3, which are identical. And if I change my mind, I can replace, which is already available in the upper right corner. So replace is really only helpful in the case of a tile page. If you use a tile page, you don't have the replace button handy, so you have to go through the editor to replace a tile page by something else. You can delete a page by deleting and confirming. The page goes away. So which gives us page 2. Let's delete that one. We have a duplicate now. And the other thing I wanted to show you, which is not obvious on this layout, is that when you do have a tile page, there is an additional feature that's specific to tiles. So if let's insert tile page here. We're going to put 2 airports, weather, checklist, clearance, and notes. There you go. Airport. Let's put something that we know exists. And here we're going to use whatever, Bellingham. All right. You see these little overlay buttons. They basically are swap buttons, which allow you to move stuff around. So if I configure this a little more, let's say I'm going to use the magnetic. There you go, something a little more customized, um, or even custom corners. And I want to move them around, but I don't want to reconfigure the whole thing. As you probably know, in the airport tiles, you can go really deep in configuration. So you can just move them by clicking the buttons, and they just move around. So you can reorganize things, as you see fit without having to reconfigure the whole thing. So that should make your life easier if you change your mind down the road, or if you can think of a better way to display your information. So that's the editor in a nutshell. If you can think of features or things that we have missed, you can use the give feedback button in the bottom left corner, which is going basically it's an email we're going to get in the background. If you want a response, just check that box. I don't think so far. If you're asking a question that requests a response, make sure we check that box. Otherwise, we don't know who you are until you check that box. But this is a very powerful way to get stuff done. If you look at the way the app looks today, the bulk of the app was basically influenced by pilots like yourself that were using the app and thought of something that would make their flying easier. So don't hesitate to ask, and you shall receive. Take care.